We're back here live, Battle Arena 51. We've just had our first inaugural 70-kilo lightweight fight, and we're having another one right after with Luke Wilcox from Leicester Shoot. They've already made a big statement here at Battle Arena 51. I'm sure he's going to carry that on. Luke Wilcox, a regular here at Battle Arena.
Yeah, real regular. And his teammate Josh earlier had a big win, but another stoppage, another KO stoppage. And I love the Leicester Shooting Fighters guys, because you know they're so well prepared. It's this big gym. I know Dan Hardy does a lot of training there. A lot of high-level UFC fighters have gone through those doors over the years. Nathan Leverton is super well respected within the UK martial arts community. You won't find anyone that will say a bad word about him. It's such high-level no-gi jiu-jitsu as well.
Next up, his opponent in the blue corner, Stan Madjarov.
Stan Madjarov representing Rising Crane MMA. And these guys, they've just really evolved over the last 10, 15 shows that we've been calling there, Chris. Yep. We've seen them really rise from this very traditional based martial arts kind of wushu-y approach to being a real scientific martial arts gym, to steal some of your words.
We've been doing a lot of shows together now, Steve. We're the dream team.
If the UFC has any openings, let us know.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Because honestly, nobody likes John Anik. Nobody.
Hey, he's been on my podcast.
I mean, everybody likes John Anik.
He's quite good. He's quite polished. He does a lot of research. It's his full-time job. He just spends all day watching fights and researching.
He needs to spend some time training, I think.
He trains. He was telling me about his training.
I'm going to listen to that podcast now.
I don't think he's had a fight, but he's definitely trained.
We should plug that podcast there. Actually, it's called Slaphead in the Draft, isn't it? New episodes weekly.
Yeah, most weeks.
If you haven't had enough of Chris by the end of this, get on the Slaphead in the Draft podcast.
A lot of people hear my voice and they're like, how can I hear more of that?
Battle Arena presents three 3-minute rounds of amateur mixed martial arts in the 17-kilogram weight division. Introducing first, in the red corner, representing Leicester Shoot Fighters, Luke Wilcox! And his opponent across the cage, in the blue corner, representing Rising Crane MMA, Stan
Luke Wilcox in the cool monkey print black shorts.
Yep.
And Stan
in the. All right, so we got Luke in the white and black shorts, and we got Stan in the white and black shorts.
But it's more plain.
All right, so
Stan is a simple guy, just likes the simple pleasures, the plain shorts.
we'll see what simple pleasures he likes in the cage. Yeah. Both men with murder on their minds, and only a submission, a knockout, or a body bag will do. Sorry, I'm bringing mixed martial arts back to the 90s.
Nice little inside leg kick there.
Ooh, good grip there from Luke Wilcox. He uses it to come up top with a punching combination.
Stan flying forward, some heavy hands.
Luke's doing well to evade. Look how crisp Luke's punching is. Look how...
Just coming forward, little furrowed brow, just throwing shots straight down the middle. We've got steadily speed in his hands.
Doing well, he's not chasing. He's got a body lock here, and he's looking for the takedown.
Oh, fantastic takedown.
Stan did seem to go for kind of like that Greco over-under lateral drop kind of throw, but just didn't quite have it. And now we got Luke Wilcox on top, half guard. He's got over-unders.
Luke's got this kind of longer, lankier frame, and sometimes that's not actually that great for wrestling, but in that little wrestling exchange, he just ended up right on top.
He did well to base himself out and not get thrown. And he's definitely catching him on these crisp, clean punches as Luke Wilcox.
He's standing here. He's in half guard. He needs to get onto his right side and try and slide his right knee through to be able to get back to full guard, or get his back against the cage and start walking up, get back to his feet.
You see how flat his hips are there, Chris.
Yeah.
He's getting up on his side a bit. There you go. He almost heard you. He's got that underhook. Can he pop up to his elbow and start making a real fight of this? Luke Wilcox has just got such pressure down on Stan Madjarov. A little bit of a warning there from referee Paul Nichols.
There's a bit of a grey area here. You can push off the cage with your foot, but you can't like grip the cage with your foot. It's kind of I think it's a bit of a grey area, because you push off, you're kind of gripping, aren't you?
Kind of arm.
Oh, Stan is fighting so hard trying to get back to his feet. Oh, now maybe he's looking for a guillotine.
Guillotine, but then again, he's in side control, so it's going to be very hard for him to finish anything like that.
Luke used that attempt to try and set up a pass. Does have his head stuck just a little bit. We've seen a few fights tonight where people have wasted so much energy trying to squeeze heads when you don't have the position. He should be trying to make a frame, press away, you know. Unless you're looking for the referee to stand you up, let go of that head, get back to your feet, just like he's doing now.
Doing well, but he's finding himself on his knees. Look at how low and poised and pressurized Luke Wilcox is, but he's getting his neck caught in deep. Stan needed to get his chest onto the back of Luke Wilcox to try to finish that guillotine.
Oh, very good, very good.
Good control here from Luke Wilcox. Knees coming up the middle, big throw.
He's clearly just, I think in the gym he's so used to just ragdolling people, but he's not having his way with Luke.
He's got a throw almost set up there. Oh, it's almost a bit disappointing there. Oh, there's the takedown there right at the very, very end. Stan Madjarov.
You've got to give that round to Luke. I mean, Stan was having a go, I think, yeah, he kind of went for one of these lateral throws and messed it up. Luke did well to defend it, end up on top, controlled the whole round. He didn't really do any damage from the top, but he was holding him down, and that does count for something. What do you think Stan needs to do different this round, Steve, to change the tide of this fight?
Man, throws look good, but they're just such a waste of energy and really hard to control somebody on the way down. Much better just to fight inside for those double underhooks and try to reverse the position. But that all starts when you're in that body lock with a head position. Again, though, you were talking about wrestling advantages here. Stan Madjarov probably has the wrestling advantage if he can stay on his feet and look to shoot in early. But we've seen Luke Wilcox changing levels constantly, so I think it's very off-putting. Luke Wilcox does have a lot of experience.
I mean, sometimes you have your style, right? You could be a big lateral throw kind of guy, but it doesn't necessarily work that well in this small cage because you end up with your back against the cage so often. Yeah,
and he threw Luke Wilcox right into the cage, and Luke bounced back like like a rubber ball.
Oh, Luke not interested in a glove touch, coming out aggressive.
Stan Madjarov very composed here, looks for the leg kick. Interestingly, Luke Wilcox looks to back him up and possibly clinch against the cage. Secures double leg. Can he finish it? There's a cross-face position there from Stan Madjarov, and he uses it to hike him back up.
Yeah, he's working for that underhook. He's doing the right thing. But Luke, with just a relentless pressure, just dragged him down the cage onto the mat.
Stays on it, doesn't he? Now he's pressuring him. He's got good head position.
Once again, we're going to see.
I'd like to see if him step out into side control here. Doesn't need necessarily to be in that half guard with Stan Madjarov.
If he's going to stay in half guard, I'd like to see him try to set up some ground and pound, but Stan's doing such a good job of being aggressive, trying to get back to his feet, that Luke, he can't get any ground and pound going because he's constantly got to hold him down and control the position. And that's why it's good to be always trying to throw up some escapes, always never just resting, giving the guy on top possibility to look for a pass.
Good pass
or ground
there.
and pound, just like that.
It seems, for a moment there, Luke Wilcox had his hands connected in a kind of a cradle position. He's putting down great shoulder pressure.
Yeah, I'm just instantly impressed by that side control, but Stan did such a good job of just sneaking that knee through and getting back to half guard. Almost a lockdown half guard as well.
No shoulder strikes.
Warning,
warning. Let's see Luke Wilcox.
Oh!
And there's the strength of Stan Madjarov.
That is athleticism, that sweep.
Look for that right underhook to cause some problems, though, because Luke Wilcox still got it.
That was technique versus power right there. Stan powered out of it, which is so tiring. And Luke did technique throughout with that underhook, so it's much more efficient.
Yeah, and that can really affect you mentally when you put all of your power into one move and they just flip you back over in the next 5 seconds. And that's what Luke Wilcox has done.
So often, we've seen it tonight, usually the smaller, stronger fighter holds the other one up against the cage, but we've seen the reverse in this fight. Luke's been the one who's been able to press against the cage.
Really good cage control, really good understanding of the mission, I think, is what Luke Wilcox has got. He knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to grind out. Maybe these first 2 rounds were a feeling out process for Luke Wilcox, and maybe he's going to come back in the 3rd round with a little bit more power. Right now,
we're getting to the end of round 2, and neither fighter has really done any damage to the other one. It's all just been it's kind of a grappling match so far. A few strikes at the beginning, but now we're getting a little bit of ground and pound. Or he tried But Stan just great job of just controlling that bicep. Hand on bicep makes it so hard to get off that ground and pound.
See, Luke Wilcox is very wily there. He brought his right knee over the arm of Stan Madjarov.
Yeah, I like that kind of crucifix position where you can trap their arms. Randy Couture special. Great round, so technical.
Very technical from Luke Wilcox. And then you see he's able to keep going back to the well and maintain some sort of composure, maintain some strength in those positions. Very powerful performance here from Luke Wilcox. I wonder what kind of answers are going to be in the corner for Stan Madjarov as he comes back to it. There's got to be something in your bag of tricks, Stan. You got to have something in there. Right now you're just getting backed up all day by the crisp striking of Luke Wilcox, and then out-muscled against the cage.
I'm interested to know, how much energy has Stan burned. I mean, he's been on the bottom a lot. He's been the one being pressed against the cage a lot. And sometimes when you're losing these grappling stages, you burn so much more energy than you're winning. Winning is easy because you're kind of using your body weight, holding them down. Losing is exhausting because you have to be lifting someone up, constantly escaping and working, escaping and working. That's why jiu-jitsu, once you get to a certain level at it, stops being a good workout. Still a workout, but not a good workout.
Maybe for you heavy guys. I just go with heavier dudes and get smashed.
There's heavier people than me, how dare you? Like 2K heavy. I'm under 100 now.
Who do we got to give a shout out to? Can't say Ian Wilmore anymore. He must be lighter than you. Ooh, that was awesome.
Knee to the head.
That was definitely the shin.
Oh, straight down the middle.
If you got, I think I just got sprayed by sweat there. That was awesome. This is great.
Like
Get some blood over here too.
That.
This is wicked from Luke Wilcox.
This is the story of this fight. It's just Luke pressing against the cage. Constantly. Pressure. And Stan just can't deal with it. But Stan's actually bleeding, I think, just a little bit. I think it was that heavy jab bust open his nose. It was a snapping piston of a jab.
Makes all the difference. Now he's got blood coming out of his nose, so he'll be breathing a little bit heavy again.
And there's a possibility his nose is broken. Blood going down the back of your throat. It can make life so hard. And that's why we seem to now just a huge urgency from Stan. Maybe it woke him up. He's been hurt. He wants to change the course of this fight. And Luke probably doing the right thing, just trying to keep it the way it's been going. Drag him to the mat. He's been out of control him on the floor.
He's going to go for that power underhook again. He almost went for it a moment ago. I did not like that. But Stan Madjarov did go for an uppercut there in the tie clinch and was able to secure a little bit of it. He's got it.
Does he have the head?
He's got no leg control there, so it's going to be very hard.
He does have a shin in the way. If he can use his shin to press him away and get his other leg out.
Extend that leg, but does he have his hands together?
No.
Pops his head out, does Luke Wilcox. Now Luke Wilcox on top. Fight. Take a few breaths.
See, I personally, I'm a huge fan of this position. I like this single butterfly position. You can use it to make a little bit of space, and as soon as you got space, you can elevate their hips. But I wouldn't go back to half guard if you've got that foot on the inside of their thigh. It's just much easier to make space, and then a little bit of room goes egg guard. I'm going too deep into jiu-jitsu right now, but
no, definitely. If you're watching at home, definitely get onto the YouTube Zed guard videos because they'll revolutionize your half guard game.
Just like that, you see, he's got his shin across the belly. That makes such a difference being able to push him away.
Well, he used it to get that underhook. He's done well. It's like exactly Stan's come alive. Started to bleed. Now he's got some better technique.
He just needs 3 rounds and a punch in the nose, and you get him going.
There we go.
Oh, no, he went for
why does he do that again? He needed the underhook on the side that he was trying to throw from. Oh, Stan Madjarov, give me a call, buddy. I'm on Facebook.
I think sometimes we have fighters here at Battle Arena that they've come in with a game plan. They're like, I'm going to do a big lateral throw, I'm going to ground and pound, this is how I'm going to win the fight. It doesn't get a plan, and they just can't adapt. You've got to be able to do something else. You've got to be able to do plan B. I consider myself a guard player in jiu-jitsu, but I'm constantly working my passing game because I might go to competition and the other guy sits down. I have to be able to do everything.
Yes, indeed they do, and that's the thing. When you're training, especially for fights, make sure that you're training in the bad positions as well, because you're not just going to be able to bully everybody that you do in your own gym. And this is where we get the rub. This is where we get better. I'm sure we'll see a better Stan Madjarov next time around, but As we wait for the judge's decision. Just a bit of cleaning up there. Lester Shute. Luke Wilcox. Second victory for them today.
That was a tough fight. That was a grinder. How you feeling after that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty exhausted. He put up a good fight. He's working as strong as I thought he was gonna be, but he definitely had power. He kept going.
Yeah, he didn't stop for the whole, 9 minutes of the fight, all 3 rounds. He just kept coming at you, coming at you.
Yeah, he didn't give me any breaks in it. He had like constant pressure. Even when he got hurt, he was feeling it, but he still
live in a nice spot, but like social housing.
Shout out to my head coach, Nathan Paul. Being here in my corner helped me on the journey.
So your teammates have been fighting tonight, and there's more to come. Do you see that as like a continued success for Leicester Shoot Fighters?
Yeah, I mean, me and Josh, we're in the clubs together, and now obviously we've done 2 battle arenas together. We both won. I think what we're going to do now is try and do a couple of chip tournaments so we can go around our game and get back here. Hopefully come for one of these belts sometime soon. Yeah.
So is that the future then? Are you looking at one of them battle arena belts?
Yeah, it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming. Might not be soon, but it's coming.
Yeah, I think Josh sort of said the same kind of thing as well.
Yeah, watch out for both of us. Big things coming.
So obviously, when you're in the cage, there was a lot of wrestling on your side. You know, you were switching from the high single to the double. Is that something you've been working on in training?
I mean, yeah, Leicester Shoot Fight is predominantly a grappling gym. Obviously, in the back, Nathan was trying to tell me to strike more. He believed in my striking and got better. But I think that's on my part. Not being able to pull the trigger, not being that confident in there. But yeah, the grappling is something we definitely worked on throughout the camp.
Yeah, my experience with Leicester Shoot Fighters, obviously I used to train there myself, so I do know it's a lot very sort of grapple heavy gym. We've had some brilliant fighters come out of there. Obviously Liam Corrigan is probably one of the stars, especially when it comes to the grappling side of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of talented grapplers. Obviously, one of our coaches, Jay, he fought for a title in fight game, he won that. So yeah, it's a good, strong gym. I've also got to thank my team members, not just the ones here, but the ones back in the gym. There's too many to name, but thank you. You know you are here.
So congratulations to Luke Wilcox. Great win. Congratulations, buddy. Well done, matey.